What if the sin you've ignored the most is the one that's keeping heaven silent? It's not murder, not adultery, not addiction. It's a sin that wears a suit to church. It lifts its hands in worship. It leads Bible studies. It preaches with a loud voice and a dead heart. This sin doesn't shock anyone, but it silently kills your fire, your prayers, your connection to God. And the worst part? Most believers don't even know they're carrying it. This is the sin God hates the most. Let's talk about a sin that many believers ignore. Yet it's one that God clearly opposes. It's not what we usually think of when we talk about sin. It's not rebellion, immorality, or violence. This one hides in plain sight. It speaks the language of church. It sings worship songs. It can preach. It can even lead. But underneath it all, it is quietly closing the door between a person and God. This sin is spiritual pride, also known as self-righteousness. It often begins in subtle ways. Comparing yourself to others and feeling superior. Believing your spiritual routine makes you better in God's eyes. Thinking you're too mature to be corrected. Looking down on those who struggle, rather than praying for them. At first, it feels like confidence. It looks like conviction. But little by little, it becomes a wall. A wall you didn't even realize you were building. Until one day, you're still active in your faith, but your heart feels far from God. You pray, but something feels dry. You worship, but your spirit feels disconnected. You serve, but the joy is gone. You study the Word, but it no longer speaks to you. You've become busy with the things of God, but distant from the presence of God. That's the effect of spiritual pride. The Bible speaks directly to this. In James 4:6 it says, "God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble." This is not a figure of speech. It means that God Himself stands against pride. Not just disappointed, not just hurt. He actively resists it. He withholds grace from the proud. He draws near only to the humble. That's why pride is so dangerous, because it puts you in direct opposition to God, even if everything on the outside looks right. You can be singing in church, but heaven is silent. You can be preaching to others, but your own heart is dry. You can be leading, organizing,